welcome back to Citizen Pew. This is Citizen Pew Commentary, and today in this video I'm going to be doing a comparison between three firearms, three firearms. And the Kel-Tec PMR 30 and the Smith & Wesson 22 Magnum here, and the Walther WMP. So I've done videos on all of these firearms. The PMR I did a couple years back. This was the first one I picked up. So I picked up the Kel-Tec PMR 30. Yeah, I want to say maybe 2000. I don't know. And then last year I picked up the M&P 22 Magnum. Ooh, got too many firearms here, I'm getting tongue twisted. And then most recently I picked up the Walther WMP. Now, these are all 22 Magnum semi-auto pistols, and they all have various features. And I've had so many comments about them in the comment sections, I said, all right, let's just do a comparison, right? Now, I'm gonna fire off some rounds. I got some targets set up there in the back, but let's go over some of the differences first here. All right. The Kel-Tec, which came out before the other two. It isn't the first 22 Magnum semi-auto pistol, but of recent years, it was kind of leading the way, and it was very popular, and they have a carbine version of this available also, which I did own at one time. It does have a rail on the front there. It has fiber optic sights like that, and you could replace those. It comes with a little thing with some. It does have a safety right there, and then the mag release is on the bottom. All right. Yep, that's it. All right, next one we'll go over here is the M&P 22 Magnum. So it is optics cut, and I don't know if the PMR 30 has an optics capability. It does have some screws there on the top. The newer version may, but anyhow, somebody's phone's going off here at the range. Anyhow, the 22 Magnum, though, it is optics cut if you want to put an optic on it. It does have a safety as well, and it is ambidextrous, just like the PMR 30. Yep. And then, other than that, slides back just like that. It does have a fiber optic front sight. It has regular, kind of the squared off cut rear sight there. And its mag release is right here on the grip. All right. And it does have a rail there too on the front as well. All right, the Walther. All right, here we go. The Walther has a rail just like the other ones. It has a fiber optic on the front, squared off in the back, just like the M&P. It has 4 mag releases, so it's ambidextrous on the grip right there, but it also has mag releases under the trigger right there, both ambidextrous. It does not have a safety. Other than that, it is optics cut, just like the M&P. And yeah, there you go. That is the Walther. Now, the magazines are very different between these. The Walther actually only holds 15 rounds. So, but it's very easy to load. You have these 2 little levers you can pull down as you're loading, and you load it in. It's a straight feed up, so 15 rounds. The M&P and the Kel-Tec both are staggered or double stack, whatever you want to call it. Now, they're about roughly the same size, but I will tell you this, the M&P I can load by hand, right? And it's twice the capacity of the Walther, so 15 times 2. And then the Kel-Tec, same, 15 times 2, but I cannot load this with hand. By my hand, up to a certain point I can, but I really have to have this guy right here, which just clips on, and it lets you push it down and feed it. So if you're gonna get a Kel-Tec, you definitely wanna get this little device here to help you load it. So, all right. As far as quality and all that, primary polymer on the Kel-Tec, the barrel and most of the slide and the firing components are metal. Same way with the M&P, except the entire slide is all alloy or whatever you want to call it. So it basically feels like a very, very smaller version of the of any M&P like shield or something like you might have. And then the Walther is also polymer frame and alloy on the slide there. So, all right. As far as accuracy, it's all about practice, but we're gonna take some shots and see what the grouping is. I got a mag loaded up for each one. The target's back there. We're gonna go, I gotta go adjust that one and the wind's blowing it. But we're gonna go in alphabetical order. It'll be Kel-Tec, M&P, Walter. So, all right, let me go get that target adjusted and then we'll get started. All right, we'll see how long the targets stay up. The wind is kind of come and going, but anyhow. Oh, and today I have all the magazines loaded up here, and I'm using all the same ammo, and I'm using the CCI milk carton box of Maxi Mags, and they are 22 WMR, 40 grain, 1875 feet per second, right there, bam. All right, here we go. We'll start with the Kel-Tec, and we'll just go Kel-Tec, M&P, Walter. All right. Get the Kel-Tec mag, here it is. All right, y'all, I had to, the wind is just not being my friend. It blew the target all around, blew off both the side targets. So I'm gonna have to do this, with one target at a time. So, we're gonna start over on the Kel-Tec, and yeah, and we'll go from there. So I got the target up. Give me just a second here, get the cameras all back ready to go. There you go, there's the target. All right, starting off with the Kel-Tec. All right, I will say I did get a few shots off before I reloaded the mag, and I tell you what, I forgot how light this trigger is. The Kel-Tec has a very, very light trigger. So, all right, got this camera going, here we go. Bam, magazine in. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go medium pace towards the X. We'll do that with all three. Woo! Oh, gotta fail to eject. All right, that was a little hot, but here we go. Up. Fail to load. There we are. Think I got that one. And we're empty. All right. Whew, I tell you what, those Magnums make a little bang, don't they? I will say though, I do remember, I haven't shot the Kel-Tec in a long time. I do remember the last few rounds sometimes have some issues. And that probably correlates back to the mag being so hard to load. Once you get, you know, about a little over halfway, it gets really difficult to load. So, all right, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna put up another target, and then we're gonna do the M&P. All right, there you go. That's the Kel-Tec one I just took down. So I don't have any luck today either. I just ran out of staples, but I have enough to hold this next one. So we'll go ahead and we're gonna do the M&P now. So, all righty, here we go. All right, and here's the M&P mag. Yep, it's loaded up. All right, let's see how she does. Alrighty, loaded one in. All right, get my stance. Same thing, going for the X. Here we go. Oh, safety. There we are. Yep. Come on. Alrighty. Whoo! I tell you what, these are fun. Anyhow, all right, there you go. Had a little problem feeding there at the beginning, that first one, but after that, it did pretty good. So, yep. All right. Well, let me go get my staple gun, and I'm going to put up the next target, and we'll do the Walter WMP. All right. Alrighty, there you go. There's the M&P. Yep. Alright. And put that right there. Whew! Alrighty. Now the WMP by a Walter. There we go. All right, mag loaded up. Whew. All right. Tell you what, it's not that hot, but I've been doing so much out here, I'm starting to break a sweat. All right, loaded one in. Here we go. All right. Woo! All right. Let me go and get that target real quick. All right. Bam. There you go. All right. That's the Walther WMP. All right. So, my final thoughts. If you don't have a 22 Magnum semi-auto pistol and you're thinking about getting one, or if you do have one and you don't know if you want to get a different one, you know, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings because every single one of these I purchased. So I'm going to tell you the honest truth. The Kel-Tec is fun, makes a really loud bang. There are some accessories out there for it, an alternate barrel and stuff like that, but it just has too many feeding issues for me at the end of the mag. You have to keep it very well lubricated, and I have had issues with the rear sights flying out, and you have to put a little bit of glue to keep them in. So yeah, that's my opinion on the Kel-Tec. The M&P, it'll have a few feeding issues here and there, kind of more sporadically. It also needs to be well lubricated, but as far as where it does have an advantage over the other two, is that it is, in my opinion, a little bit more of a compact and solid frame and setup. Whereas the Kel-Tec is compact, not as solid. The Walther is solid, but not as compact. So, and then the Walther, I'll tell you what, I don't think I've ever had a feeding issue with the Walther. So I'll give Walther that. It feeds well. And in the video, I didn't like how your striker is exposed. So when you're in the, I won't do it if I don't have a round in there, but it does expose in the back. That's not something I like about it. It does have a full-size feel for a 22 Magnum. So like I said, not as compact, and it's limited to 15 rounds. But as far as issues I've had with it loading and firing, it definitely outperforms the other two as far as repeatability thus far. So there you go. Now, what is my overall choice? If you don't own any of these, I'm gonna go with the M&P. That's just me. Not hating on anybody, not saying the other two aren't worthy of purchasing, but after owning all three of them and having all three at the range, the M&P is the one I like. There you go. And it's probably a tie between these two in second place, because I don't like the limited mag capacity, but I do like the, other than this back thing, the quality of the Walther is just there, and it feeds every time, like I said. So but the Kel-Tec is slim and very compact, so I'll put these as a tie. So the M&P 22 Magnum is my preferred of the three, but like I said, I own all of them. I bought them all. So yep. Am I going to own them all? No. I'm going to be selling them, but the M&P is the one I'm going to keep. So, yeah. Hope I didn't hurt anybody's feelings with that. That's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. And like I said, I paid money for all three of these firearms, so I am invested in all three as far as the purchasing goes. So this is me. This is the one I'm going to keep. So, in fact, I've already sold this one, and then this one is going to be sold too. So, probably trade it in at the gun store, and yeah, get some credit. So, but as far as if you purchased any of them, I don't think you're going to be upset with any of them. But you do have to recognize that they all have their pros and cons. So, Yeah, all right, that's my video. I'm trying not to be too, yeah, this one, because I know there's people, I know a lot of people who have one of any of these three, and you know, like I said, I've invested my own money in purchasing all three of these, so there is no bias going out there because I'm keeping one of them and not all three of them, and this is the one I'm keeping. So like I said, put your thoughts down in the comments section. I appreciate you watching the video. Let me know what you think. If I missed something, you know, share your thoughts with everybody else in the comment section, because like I said, in my opinion, if you don't have one and you're gonna buy one, I'd buy this one. So that's my thoughts. So, all right, don't forget, you can check me out on Instagram, where I sometimes post pictures of stuff I have at the range. I am on X, where I post things that some people don't like, and then I have a webpage at citizenpew.com, which has various good bits of information there and some of the projects I'm working on and all that. Other than that, thank you for watching the video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, leave a comment if you have one, and y'all have a good day.